God. Okay. I don't. I don't know where to start really with everything.
If you want another POV on the commentating, head to my channel.
Okay.
Because I'm
Wait,
live.
are you streaming on yours as well?
I'm streaming on my channel, yeah.
What's the name of your channel?
Literally just Jaffa Jake, capital J's.
Okay. Yeah, got it. And we just got. Yeah, I got it. Forgot. I may as well put it 2 POVs. So. I'll put it there. Hopefully that stays. Phone, please stay there.
I streamed the race. Well, I had a POV of my perspective on Friday.
Like,
'Cause I was in
yeah,
tier 2 race.
I couldn't do Friday. I think I was told I was asked if I could, but I couldn't do it, sadly.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Could have done 2 commentating in a row, but, well, not a row, but like two in a, like, weekend, but yeah.
Yeah.
How many people do you think is actually racing? Because it's
Oh,
only
I think
12.
Alfie said something like 15 or something, or 16.
Okay.
It's only going to be short quali anyway because it's a sprint.
I will just quickly check back on the one in the one in the SCRL stream
Mm.
if I can find it. I'll have to search it up, won't I? By the way, I think someone just said predictions for the race.
Pardon?
So I have no clue what predictions really. I have no clue who will come. Like no predictions at all. Because usually in any league race it is chaotic and at the same chaotic and not
Mm.
not like how do I say it? It's very much different to a normal esports. I know it's only a league and you have esports and that's a massive difference. But it's way more crashes, let's say. Well, it depends on the track actually. Actually it does. So I did Mexico last season and I spun 10 times and I still got, I think, 5th. So yeah.
Yeah. I've
I'm
got
not sure how
14.
I'm not sure how well like the stream can actually hear you, because I can only hear you a little bit because it's on the controller. So I'm not
Oh
sure
yeah.
how much.
Can you go to like if you go to sound slash devices and go to output to headphones. Actually no.
Because I'm using a
Go.
different type of microphone. Let's say.
Ah.
It's
So could you not go to like
good.
sound and screen on settings? Go to
It says
audio.
output device, the HDMI device, TV.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I have more than one in HDMI. I have two HDMIs. I'm wondering if it's going to the PlayStation 4, even though it might not.
Go. Because if you go to audio devices in the settings, you got output out output device, and then input device. If you set them to headset connected to controller.
Wait, so sound.
No. Go to settings.
Okay, we're starting now. Right, so settings, sound, in input device. Devices. I think I just got it. Yeah, I think I just got it. Yeah.
Nice.
I can see that this. I'm hoping for like a clean race.
It's gonna be wet. I bet you. It's gonna be wet.
In the race,
Yeah, or just in any bit.
because it's dry now, obviously in quali.
Is it? I'm
In
still
quali, it's dry.
loading screen.
But I'm just waiting for someone to come out. I'm guessing, no, there's a Red Bull coming out. So I think that's
I'm
China
still on the
Boy.
loading screen.
Are you actually?
Yeah. It says please wait. So I'm please waiting.
I need to. Are
Oh,
you
there we go.
actually?
Finally. There we go.
If you want to, you can just check on Japadic's stream quick, because I need to sort out my audio and turn it back up to 10.
So there's a Red Bull and a Williams out on track, and I just saw an Alpine. Is that an Alpine? Yeah, it's an Alpine come out on track.
Yeah, the Williams is the first out. Just heading through sector 3.
So I've had to get detail. Hard exit.
Nearly. I think he just corrected because he nearly spun. Is he gonna use his ERS this lap? seems like he is going to use his ERS after that poor exit as the Red Bull. Is he going to be?
Red Bull.
He's not going to be in sector-wise. So right now, while he's heading through sector 2, the Williams is faster.
It didn't look like the Red Bull used ERS going down the first straight, like the main straight.
I feel like he's taking it a bit. Is he taking it a bit slower? Anyway, the
Williams comes to the line and does a
1090. Here comes the Red Bull.
Red Bull.
A 1099.
9/10. The
Next
person
around is the Haas. It's that Tiger. Yeah.
He's starting his lap now.
No, he's already on. He was already on a one.
So much ERS though.
Yeah, and he still went quicker. There's
He's invalidated.
It's not Matthew J. It's Fnatic who's on his out lap, so he's across the line next.
The margin is across the line now. Comes over the line to do a 1084.
I think it was that little mistake going to the final corner that cost thing. The Fox, I think, has just gone third, and the other Mercedes have
This is a 1081. Go provisional pole. The next to cross the line is one of the.
It's Brohawk who's just on an out lap, and he's gone on to a lap now. As there's a yellow, I think a Mercedes has gone off.
Mercedes going slowly.
Yes, it was just like a little spin or something.
Fnatic comes down the main straight. Fnatic's on a purple second sector. Comes to the line. Do a 1083. So second place. The two McLarens do need a good race this weekend to try and maintain or even get the first in the constructors.
Yeah. By the way, can I just say, Meki J just put in on the chat, rain for the sprint and the race.
Really?
Well, rain for sprint and race. That's what he said. But he did say rain last time, I think, and it wasn't raining.
No, it wasn't rain. If I go to standings, we'll go to tier 3.
But it's from Fnatic is looking. He's got 5% left in the OS, so he still went. I saw he still went for it, but he's coming to the pits now.
Alfie Doolan needs to outscore Fnatic by. He just needs to outscore Fnatic to be crowned champion of tier 3.
So far, he hasn't done a lap. Meki J is going a bit slowly, but I think that's just to let the Ferrari through, I think.
In the constructors, the top two are separated by 5 points. So Ferrari and McLaren both need good weekends, good races. But if McLaren outscore Ferrari by 5 points, then they will be leading the Constructors' Championship going into the final race of the season.
So I am kind of waiting for Alfie Doolan to come out. I think he's either doing something with his maybe setup.
He normally waits for people to do laps, and then to see what they've done.
As this Benz, by the way, he's just in the purple first sector.
As Mickey J starts his lap. Yeah. Don't know what he was doing.
There's a Red Bull, I think has gone off, or is just standing still, and I think that's cost Ben's quite a lot of time. That sector 2, not as good. The fastest is a 1:08.1. He is on a lap to do a 1:09.3. 1.1 seconds behind first place. But now we're just waiting on Jag Joke and Alfie Doolan to get a lap in.
As a McLaren gone off the track.
Mickey
Mickey
J.
And Margin starting his lap. Oh, his Margin spins and he's out of qualifying. Margin has spun.
Just saw that right in front of me as well.
Straight,
Right in front of Mickey J as well.
and he's out of the race. Oh, sorry, not race, qualifying. It's a shame there's no red flags, because there would be a red flag there.
As Cammy Boy's retired as well.
Cammy Boy is out of the race.
Quali.
Quali.
And he's gone to sector...
What's happened to Cammy
If
Boy?
I can get it.
Oh,
he spun as well and hit the wall, I think.
On the edge of the track, we go on board with 10 tips. It's been cleared up. It's just a wheel off the track.
From what I've seen so far, I don't think anyone has done an invalid lap. Maybe Jag Joke, because I thought he'd come out before, at some time. But I'm not really 100% sure about that.
Fox enters the pits. As the Alfa Romeo starts his flying lap. See what he can do.
It's the first 3 corners, which really is the easiest place to invalidate your lap.
Yeah.
Straight away.
Sanders a 17.2 first sector. He's 1/10 off his best lap time. Or is that? Or is that splits? I don't know. I'm not quite sure. You need to carry momentum through turn 6 and 7.
As is a yellow, I think it's Fnatic. He's going a bit slow to sector 2.
As the Alfa Romeo turns the
He's not as much up as he wanted to be, most likely.
The Alfa Romeo comes up to the line. What's he gonna do? A 109.5, which he does improve, but by not much.
This is short quali, I think.
Yeah, it is. This is a sprint.
So there's no Q1, Q2, Q3. But we are still waiting on Jag Joke and Alfie Doolan to come out with a lap.
So
with
Fnatic
6 minutes left.
Fnatic starts his flying lap. See what he can do. As his first sector is a 16.8 is a purple first sector.
It's going to be about, by the way, just to say, Sprooks is coming out as well. He's just heading to turn 2. He's just coming out the pit lane.
Now we can, if we go on board with Fnatic, we can see if he hits this apex. He just misses the apex. See what his second sector is.
Just say I just seen something in the chat. So Cammy Boy in the Red Bull, he said he couldn't reset to track, so he crashed into one of the Mercedes. I'm not sure which one though.
As Fnatic improves by 1/10 to go 400ths behind Splits in P1.
As he just completely cut turn 2. Just went straight on to turn 2.
The Williams, I think.
Brooks is on a lap as well. I think. No, he's not. He's out lap. And then he's going to come out on a lap.
Blitz starts his flying lap. See if it can do a better first sector than Fnatic, who's got the purple first sector.
Alfie Zulin is on his out lap, so he is now out on track.
He's 400 slower than his personal best.
He is going to have traffic spills. If Alfie Zulin isn't going as fast as normal.
Alfie Zulin gets out of the way.
We have the Williams, if I'm correct. Yeah, Williams, who's on an invalidated lap, so this won't.
As Splits is a purple second sector, he goes 1.5 tenths quicker. Up to the line, he is going to do. Is he going to go provisional? Is he going to improve his time?
Yeah.
He does by 2/10. There's a 1:07.9. Alfie Doolan now starts his flying lap. He needs to really get a good result here in qualifying to have a good shot in the race to secure
First sector.
his trophy.
17-2 first sector.
It's a good first sector, relatively. He's not using any ERS, actually. I'm not sure if
Is this a
he's
warm-up lap, do you think?
Yeah, he might be doing 2 warm-up laps. As Jagged Duck joins the session, he must have lagged out something. But he needs to get out then. He's just joined. Yeah, Alfie Dillon. I think he's done another warm-up lap to warm up his tyres.
So let's see what he can do.
As he turns his DRS on.
Yeah, now he's using the ERS. So this is his lap. As the other Ferrari's just come in.
Teammate.
So, there's a...
Is that Meki J?
Yes, it is.
Alfie Doolan.
Doesn't have any damage. So I'm guessing he just spun it without hitting the wall or anything.
First sector is going to be a 16.9, 3/10 faster than his previous lap,
which was without using ERS. So there is no surprise he's going to go quicker than his first lap on this time.
He runs all of that curb and then stay as tight as you can and he needs to correct himself on the exit of that corner. You ride on board. That hits the apex nicely. The sector
Still has to go for it. It's a purple second sector.
And up to the line, needs to be a good lap. Needs to be a 1:07.9.
Needs to beat it. What does he do?
Up to the line.
A 1:08.5.
1:08.5. That's P4.
I think he's going to try do one more lap if he can make it back around. As I think his teammate has come out. Yeah, he's just come out ahead of him.
Maybe that's to give him a tow.
No, he's not. He's there through. So, Joker still hasn't done a lap. So he's just about to go on a lap, I think.
Mickey J invalidates his time. Jackie Joe, is he gonna make it to the? Yeah, he's gonna make it to the.
Benz is doing something. If you look at his POV, he's doing something different. As I think Alfie Doolan just spun. Yeah, he did. He just spun Alfie Doolan. He is going off track, obviously, to let the Aston Martin through. But Benz has now finished quali without improving. The Fox has finished without improving. Alfie Doolan has finished without improving. Tiger comes in. Then Sibs. Fanatic. Where's Fanatic? Is he invalid? No, he hasn't invalidated. He's going to get a bit of a tow.
From his teammate.
He doesn't improve by 1/10.
The Alfa Romeo doesn't improve. Jackie Joke, his one and only lap. Where does he go? Where does he go? Nowhere.
No, it's invalidated.
Oh.
And that's it for quali. So Spilks is on pole.
An interesting qualifying session there, as Williams just needs to cross the line.
It doesn't really matter what his lap is, as Jack Joker's left.
Why do you have to come into the pit? It's going to be longer now.
Well, that means Spilks is on pole, and Fanatic. If I'm correct, you said that Alfie Doolan needs to win the championship if he beats Fanatic. If I'm correct.
Yeah, he just needs to outscore Fanatic, or if Fanatic wants a chance in the last race to win the title, he needs to outscore Alfie Doolan by, I think, by 6 points. 7 points, sorry.
So,
because if he doesn't outscore Alfie Doolan by 7 points, he'll be above 26 points behind Alfie Doolan.
I'm looking at the race director with the incidents. Some of them are track limits, obviously, because there has to be some. And then there's some crossing the pit lane exit with the white line. And there's some obviously speeding in the pit lane and corner cutting as well. But the sprint, do you think the sprint it'll make a massive difference to qualifying, I'd say?
Yeah, Alfie Doolan needs to make some overtakes in the sprint. We just need to see if it's raining. And it's really overcast. It is very overcast.
I wish I could see the conditions right now.
But it looks like there may be some rain come the end of the sprint.
I wish you could see what the weather was like, seriously.
All I can see is that in Cammy Boy's garage, I can see that the soft tyres changed to medium tyres. As the formation that begins, there is going to be a medium or hard strategy for the entire race. I think all of the...
Everyone's on mediums.
Yeah, everyone.
So, no one's going Well, no one's going for the soft tyres. No one's going really that much of a, like, want to go very quick and just see if the tyres wear out quick, like, wear out massively. No one wanted to try it, but yeah. Put the softs on.
Spun.
And I think that's Bohocke who spun, yeah.
And just remember, if you're watching on SkyQ or Skyglass, you can rewind and watch the highlights along with the live action. But as Den Thibs has spun, as Williams is disqualified and now is on the grid.
Yeah. Well, no, it's like once you hear like a Skyglass customer stuff, it's just straight away you just laugh. For some reason, that's me. Because the YouTuber I watch just goes straight in, just does it in a massive, very loud voice. It's like it's not like nice and calm saying it, but it's like it just goes like shouts it out.
Yeah. As now everyone is lining up on the grids. Fnatic is ahead of Splits, but yeah, they're gonna line up on the grid.
I think it's Cammy Boy's just done a 360.
Good parking for Splits, not for Fnatic. We go down the order. It's really good parking for Bohocke and the Haas. The Aston Martin lines up. Alfie Doolan. As here we go for the race. It's lights out and away we go. Here for Brazil. As Alfie Doolan gets an amazing start. As there's contact at the start.
It's big. That is big.
As Mekki J is falling down the order, and both of the McLarens have had a shocker start, and they're both at the back
Alfie
of the
Doolan,
grid.
he stayed in fourth for now.
As Margin now leads the Brazil
race.
sprint, and Bohocke has had an amazing start, and he's into P2.
But it looks like it will rain at some point. Some parts of the track are looking, and there's already
a safety car.
There's the Alfa Romeo, a spun, and he's got wing damage. Big
safety car, or is it a virtual safety car? I think it's a virtual. All it says is.
I can't see the safety car coming out. I can't see it out on the map.
But it's just a virtual safety car.
But the biggest gainer in all this is actually Cammy Boy. He's gone up by 5 positions to 8th. And obviously the last person you want to see in a, like, if you're in a title fight, the last thing you want is to come basically in last. As Spilks has he been overtaken by Bohocke, or was I mistaken with that?
No, Bohocke was already in P2.
But he's close. He's nearly pushing him to the court, like to this part. As Cammy Boy is now spun, I think. So he's coming back on track now. But margin already 1.1 seconds ahead.
And Splits really need to get past Bohocke. We go down to the first corner.
Using ERS. Bohocke is saving his ERS. I can see that he's saving it. He's on 81. Spilks is on 59%. So is he just saving? He's now going for it because DRS is now enabled. even with the virtual safety car. He is going for it, but he just couldn't make the move.
Alfie Doolan really needs to gain to Bo Hopke, 1.9 seconds behind.
It's not looking as good as well, because he's got the other Aston Martin, Dan Tibbs, behind him within a second. As there is a yellow in sector 2, I think it's the Red Bull again. Alfie Doolan. Bo Hopke is now. Well, Spilks has closed in big time to margin. So is that lead gonna go away from margin? And Spilks has got a way better exit.
We ride on board with margin. Will Splits have a go into turn 4. He doesn't see a gap, so he has to wait until the next DRS straight.
Do you think both of us are just on board with two different drivers, which are literally in front and behind? So I'm on board with Spills. Bo Hopke can come into this battle as well. Because if margin is slowing down Spilks, it could be a three-way fight, as he did have to lift there.
As Cammy Boy spins once again.
Yeah, the Red Bull's struggling now.
As Splits, as they go down to the turn 1, Will Splits have a go at margin. He's gaining, but he's not going to gain enough to have a go at Splits into margin. Sorry,
but he will have one more chance. Down into turn 4, he will have one more chance. And this time it looks like he's going to make the move, but he doesn't.
Oh, he almost hits the back of margin.
Someone's spun, and that's the Williams. It's just spun.
He hasn't got any damage.
As it could be a move from Spilks. He's pushing margin to the second sector. Meanwhile, Fnatic has gone up to 11th, and that's a slide for margin. That's not the best of exits that you want to the final corner. As again, the Red Bull has spun, but anyway, about that. Here comes Spilks. Is he gonna? No.
Close enough. He needs a good exit at turn 3.
It looks like he has.
He's closer this time. His margin goes defensive into turn 4. Is he going to go round the outside? Margin cuts back on the racing line, but he's almost pushing margin through turn 5. As down to turn 6. Margin goes defensive. He needs a good exit if he wants to have a go into turn 8. Gonna go for the move? No. As he hits the back of margin. I'm not sure if he's got damage.
As Cammy Boy is a penalty for multiple warnings, but really we're only focusing on the top and the front 2 really. As really now, Bo Hopke can get a bit interested if there is damage. And if these two keep on battling like this through sector 2,
it's going to bring Alfie Doolan back into
Alfie Doolan might join in as well.
Margin has a lot
but here comes Spilks. Down the inside. Can he make the move stick? No, he tries to switch back. He's going round the outside. He's got DRS as well. And he's made the move stick.
He has a front row seat to this battle. But Margin's going to go for the move again with his ERS he's used. Splits, closes the door, and now Bo Hopke on
he's still going to go for it, Margin. Still around the outside, holding it together. Great
Surely
racing.
not.
Around the outside.
And he
Now-
didn't make the move stick. But now Bo Hopke is right on their tail and can now have a go at this next straight.
Because I think Spilks was way quicker. He seemed way quicker than
But
Margin and
Margin had the
Brohopke.
ball.
Margin is now
Margin's using his
struggling.
ERS.
As then Sibs, I think, has spun.
This Margin is going to go for the move into turn 1. He's going to make the move stick before the corner. And he's going to almost brake test splits. And
But they actually did. They did touch.
Now Bo Hopke wants to look for a move.
The thing is here, you can see that
65%.
Spilks and Margin have 3 to 5% ERS.
And Bo Hopke has.
And they spin. They touch.
Margin has broken his front wing.
Has he?
Yeah.
I can't see it from this angle. I
Splits.
God damn it!
Splits.
Give me an angle so I can see if it's broken. No, Margin hasn't. Margin's fine.
Sorry, I meant splits. Sorry.
But
And
anyway,
now
Bo Hopke's taking the lead.
Did he go to a move?
He's made the move stick, and he's got 70% ERS to defend with, while Margin has 4%. But still, Margin makes the move into turn 1, even before the straight, really. But that's gonna hurt as well. That's gonna hurt. Down to 11th. Benz has got a penalty. Meanwhile, Fnatic, he's going at the Fox. He's going to try and make a move on him to get up to 5th. Which has he done? He's gone wide. And Deuce Benz is right behind. It's a 3-way battle. Deuce Benz gone round the outside of Fnatic, but this is just. This is not what you want.
The Fox and Benz make contact.
So,
now Fnatic is.
What the hell just happened there?
Meki wants. Fnatic needs these positions.
Is Meki J just going to help out Fnatic by holding up Jag Joke? But he is. Why is Jag Joke always like ghosted?
I'm not sure. He left the.
Does he always just leave the game or something?
I'm not sure. He probably.
Anyway, Fnatic. Alfie
Doolin,
Doolin. I think Bo Hopke made a mistake. I saw a yellow in sector 1. Alfie Doolin's leading.
3 seconds.
And Cammy Boy's got another penalty. But really, he's nowhere near the lead. But Fnatic seriously is trying to stay with the Fox to get closer
Bo Hopke has front wing damage. Bo Hopke is going to have to enter the pits, or he might stay out.
I have a little bit of front wing damage, it's not as much as Spilts would have had, obviously, but he does have front wing damage. Did he collide with Margin?
He must have. And he comes into the pits. Oh no, he doesn't. Doesn't enter the pits. So he must just be staying out for the rest of this race.
Because there's only 2 laps. There's only 2 laps left.
There's only 2
If
laps.
he can hold on with 2 laps left in this race, he's got 44% ERS, way more than Margin to defend with. As they do touch again, this brings Tiger into the game, but you'll have Fnatic back in with another lap to go. He can get up to 4th, and he will definitely be in the shout in the race to outscore Alfie maybe.
As the Fox does have a time penalty, a 3-second time penalty. So if Fnatic stays in this position here, he will get P4 and Meki J
Bo
got
Hoppe is
P5.
damaged, doesn't he? So if he can get past the Fox as quickly as possible, he might have a chance at Bo Hoppe, but really in a lap it won't. It doesn't seem to be able to be happening.
It's Fnatic. Does he go for the move? No. No, he doesn't.
Braked a bit earlier. They do touch.
If we ride on board with Meki J, we can see this battle. As Fnatic is too far behind the Fox.
But in Sector 2 maybe. He might have a look. Meki J is still there, to be fair. He's still just... The two McLarens are having a little nice overtaking.
I'm not sure Meki J would want to overtake.
Someone's gone off. I think that's the Alfa Romeo, and he could come back ghosted at the worst time possible. But anyway, Alfie Doolan, he wins the sprint in Brazil.
And the biggest gainer is the House of Tiger Octaf, who's in P2. Hoppe finishes P3. The Fox with that penalty goes down to P7.
To gain 3 positions. But the biggest is actually Jag Joke. He's gone up 8 positions.
But he's close.
Yeah, but still, he's gone up 8 positions. But it's actually...
Meki J has gone up 7.
Yes, I'm guessing we'll count Meki J as the biggest gainer. Because I think there's still 2 people racing. Which is Cammy Boy, who's just heading on the final part of the lap now. He's just finished the race. And the Williams, who has no front wing, round the final corner, finishes the race off. As driver of the day, obviously, is Meki J in the sprint.
As Fnatic, if he has a good race, if he does win, Fnatic just needs to win with the fastest lap if he wants a shot at the title. If he wins, he'll gain. So if he wins with the fastest lap and Alfie Doolan in P2, he will gain 6 points on Alfie Doolan. I'm pretty sure. That'll be 8 points. So yes, so that would mean that he would still have a chance at the title.
I'm just looking at my screen, and it literally just had like 5, maybe like the whole bunch of. Oh yeah, it is raining in the race. It had like the whole bunch of cars, like drivers, which were like finished the race, just in a massive row of cars just going past where the pause, like where you pause it or when the game ends, type thing. But yeah, it's raining in Brazil.
I think this is intermediates weather, but it does look like light rain. So this may dry out by the end of the race.
If Meki J was correct then. It was raining. And it is raining.
On the formation lap, if we go to the tyres, everyone's on intermediates.
everyone enters. No one's thinking of wet tyres if it gets a bit more into the wet conditions. Jag Joke is still a ghost. Still ghosted. So yeah, but we have...
As the strategies for today is a two-stop or a one-stop. But I think most people will choose the one-stop strategy.
I'm gonna go back to your stream.
If it does dry out, I think people will go onto the hard tyres to the end. Well, it just depends when it dries out. It is looking quite dry at the minute. It looks as though there is barely any rain. So it looks as though that it's going to dry out near the start of this race.
I'm not really sure what the weather's going to be like.
It's only spitting, really, as we're on board with Alpha Doolan. It doesn't look like there's much rain.
As there was just the McLaren of Mackie J just went off. He just went across the whole pit line, but yeah.
Alpha Doolan gets a good parking, so does the Haas. As Bohopke is pointing to the inside of the track to cover off Fnatic. Fnatic doesn't have a good parking.
Can I just say the Fox didn't get the best of parkings? But anyway, once again, it's lights out and away we go. Alfie Doolan has got a good start. Bo Hopke's got a better start than Tiger. And there's a McLaren that's gone wide. It's gone wide, and that's Mackie J. As there's a bit of not much going, as we got Bo Hopke behind Alfie Doolan. Not much else. Then Sibs, I think, has gone off. As Jag Joke has been overtaken by Spilks. And Margin and Fnatic, they're battling. We've seen something bad happen before. There's a Mercedes of Spilks trying to join in as well.
Fnatic goes for the move on Margin. The splits
Spilks is he's just watching. He's pushing them through while they're battling.
He goes for the switchback on Margin.
As Margin has to defend and try to attack at the same time. It's a struggle for him, as Spilks nearly went straight into the back of him. Meanwhile, Bo Hopke is staying quite close to Alfie Doolan, to be fair. As Fnatic has got past Margin, actually.
And there's been a bit of contact at the back.
Mackie J and Williams. As Spilks might go down the inside, no. But Margin's gone wide through turn 4. Margin did go wide through turn 4, so now through here as Deuces and Mackie J is retired.
Safety car is deployed, and we might have people, depending on what the weather's going to be, we might have people come into the pits with dry tyres.
Well, it depends. It's still raining quite a lot, I think. From what I'm looking at the Ferrari, there's still quite a lot of rain coming down.
Obviously, we don't know the weather, so...
They obviously know what the weather is going to be like for the rest of the race. Do they come in? No.
Nobody comes into the pit.
We've still got 2 drivers to see if they're going to come in. No, and Dan Sibbs, I think, has broken his front wing. Or he's just going to the Delta. But it is a safety car. So I'll go from the safety car. Biggest gainers are Margin, Spelks, and that's it really, I think. There's a couple gainers like the Fox, who's gone up 3 places. There's Verstord, who's gone up 3 places and is up to 11th. Cammy Boy's gained 2 as well. And Bohawker's gained 1 place. Got ahead of Tiger. As the only one that really has to close into the safety car group now is Dan Thibbs. So really, I'ma just go on board with him.
As the safety car goes out, it stays out for another lap.
Because he has to go
the safety car will just stay out for one more lap. As it doesn't look as though it's raining around the back of the track.
Well, for what I'm just watching on board with the with Aston Martin of Dan Sibbs. It looks like there's it's not a lot, but there is rain coming down, which is looking like intermediate conditions for me.
It might just be that if they're going really fast, can't see the droplets. But it looks as though it might dry out come the end of the race.
But I think that's a definite. As Dan Sibbs is now closed up to the back of the pack. So
I think the safety car is
it would say by now.
At the end of this lap.
It would say, but that's coming in, and it is coming in. So, can Bohawk get a good start on the good restart? He stayed a bit further behind. He's staying a bit further behind Alfie Doolan. But
Alfie Doolan will make wait as late as possible.
As it's restart, and the Fox has got a very good restart, and he's going round the outside. This is Fanatic. Meanwhile, is looking for moves. It's looking very. There's loads of overtaking. Spilks has got past Fanatic, and the Fox now has to defend from Margin. Behind, he's going round the outside maybe. They do touch, and Spilks. He's overtook 2 people in the same corner. He's made the move, and that's one of the best moves I've seen so far this season. As there goes Bohawk, he's gone wide. Spilks might have a look as well, but he doesn't. And Alfie Doolan has already gained 1.2 seconds. Well, 1.5 actually.
As it's been the dream restart for Alfie Doolan. He needs to maintain his position for
Dan Sibbs has got a penalty. Meanwhile, actually, I just want to say, Dan Sibbs, good restart from him. He's gained 4 positions, from where he was. As Spilks does he go for the dive bomb? No. But he tries another switch bug, but he does touch the back of Bohawk, but again he defends
He's
enough
not going to go for the move.
to make sure Spilks can't go for the move. As it goes a bit wide, but it does not look like it's going to be Fnatic's race for now if to get a chance to win the championship in the final race of the season. It's looking...
Williams has gone off the track.
It's looking more likely that it's going to be Alfie Doolan for the championship, really.
Alfie Doolan does a purple second sector. Let's see. It looks as though if he keeps doing fastest laps, it looks like the track will be drying out.
Let's see, fastest lap.
One, Cammy Boy gets a penalty now.
Well, that's ruined me seeing what the fastest lap is.
As he goes around turn 3, it looks
16.4. He's done a 16.4, has Alfie Doolan.
He hasn't got a fastest first sector.
As the Fox and Den Sibs are battling just for the 10th position. As Spilks is pushing Bo Hotke through Sector 2. Is he going to try and move somewhere?
Will he go for
But you can see Bo Hotke is harvesting ERS.
As Bo Hotke touches the grass and goes deep. And will Splits go around the outside? No, he won't. But is he going to
He will go down the inside.
He's going to make a move.
And he does so. Obviously, there's no DRS because it's raining as well. So, Bo Hotke won't have the chance to make the move back down the inside or around the outside. But Margin will have a go at going round the outside. And he does make that move. And now he is ahead of Bo Hotke. But he has gone wide. And Bo Hotke has got past. Will Fnatic get past? No. Spilks, meanwhile, has got past Tiger as well. As Fnatic is struggling, he cannot find a way past anyone right now. As Alfie Doolan is now 3 seconds ahead of Spilks. As Bo Hotke has gone wide. And these two are going to be battling. This is giving Fnatic even more problems. As he goes down the inside of Margin. As he can't go around the outside, can Fnatic. So he just has to wait.
He's going to use ERS, going down to turn 1, Fnatic. We're on board. He's going to use his ERS, but it doesn't look like he's going to be close enough to go for the move into turn 1. But Margin looks for a move on Bo Hotke. Is he going to dive down the inside of turn 1? Yes, he is. But will Bo Hotke stick it around the outside? Go on board with Fnatic. As Fnatic goes around the outside of Margin. Is he going to make the move stick? No, he isn't. But Margin going to go down to turn 4. He's going to look for the move. Is he going to dive down the inside? Yes, he is. But Bo Hotke is going to try and defend for his life around the outside.
He nearly went a bit wide there, Bo Hotke. And Fnatic might try and capitalise from it. No, he did try, but he couldn't capitalise. But he does touch Bo Hotke. There was a little touch. He doesn't have damage, luckily, Fnatic, but there was a little bit of a chance he would have had damage then. As Spilks has closed in, he's done a purple second sector.
Will Spilks do the fastest lap of the race? Alfie Doolan crosses the line. We're going to lap 10 of this race. Spilks does the fastest lap, there's a 1:16.1.
So this could mean it's either getting drier.
Fnatic and Bo Hotke are battling, and Fnatic gone round the outside of turn 1, but he doesn't get the greatest of exits, and Margin and the Haas. Margin gets past the Haas, but Margin has a 3-second time penalty. But Spiltz is gaining on Alfie Doolan. He's 2.1 seconds behind now.
I was just looking at the fastest lap to see what it was. But Fnatic, he might go for the move. He will go for the move, and he will make the move on Tiger to get up to 4th place and maybe get past Margin and get up to 3rd place. But Spiltz, meanwhile, can I just say Spiltz? He hasn't done a purple sector 2. He hasn't done any purple sectors this lap, but he is now 1.5 seconds behind Alfie Doolan. Well, he has done a purple lap actually, and he's done a 15.9.
Well, it's 0.2 quicker.
Does that mean the track is drying out?
The track, if we go on board, it maybe if we get to 3/4 distance in this race, the track will be dry enough for slick tyres. And there's a purple first sector, Spiltz, as I just keep an eye on the mini-map, see if Fnatic goes for a move on Margin, but he doesn't. As Alfie Doolan looks like he's struggling in these wet conditions, as Spiltz might go for a move down to turn 1 when he gets the opportunity.
Alfie Doolan is struggling massively. Massively struggling.
6 tenths behind Alfie Doolan. He needs to get a good exit. He's done a purple second sector. He might do the fastest lap again here. But is he going to use the RS down to turn 1? Yes, he is. As now he goes down to turn 1. He probably won't get the move done on Alfie Doolan, but he's gonna get the fastest lap at 1:15.7. As now turn 2 and 3 they go. Alfie Doolan's gonna have to defend for his life if he wants to keep P1 as Fnatic gets past Margin.
So this could bring him into play. If Alfie Doolan is struggling this much,
Margin goes for a move again on Fnatic. They're inches from touching, but Fnatic looks like he's going to keep the position on Margin, and Fnatic is into
and he closes the door as well, just to make sure. And here here's Spiltz. Spiltz is looking like he's seriously pushing Alfie Doolan through Sector 2.
As Spiltz needs a good exit to have a go at Alfie Doolan into turn 1.
I think he's pulled away enough of a gap. As Alfie Doolan, unless he's gone for straight line speed setup.
And he's not quite close enough to get past Alfie Doolan into turn 1. But he probably will get past down to turn 4. As we go on board,
Alfie Doolan's had a massive push. Massive mistake.
Down the inside, he's not going to go for the move. Because a purple first sector. And they're bumper to bumper. Sorry, wing to wing. Bumper.
Bumper? It's not bumper cars. This is Formula 1, not bumper cars.
Will Spiltz go for the move down into turn 10, I think this is.
I wish they said the turns.
Mistake.
You have to literally count what's into the final corner, and that's all I'm going to say about that corner. It's the final corner. And Alfie Doolan's gone wide.
For us, it's the final corner.
Now slow him down big time. Down the straight. Still not going to make the move.
but Spilks needs a good exit. He does get one. He gets an amazing turn 2. He's got a good exit going down to turn 4 they go. Alpha Doolan's going to use his ERS, but Spilks has more. No, he doesn't actually. As Alpha Doolan, I turned in on Spilks, but Spilks could have backed out there.
It was close. It was really close for them to touch from touching, and probably Alfie Doolan is lucky that he didn't spin from that.
It's around turn 8, 9.
It's still
now.
so close. 2 tenths going down this sector. Well, Fnatic, he's 8 seconds behind. He's still
is gaining. They are gaining on Spilks and Alpha Doolan. But Spilks now, he's eager to get past Alpha Doolan. Going down to turn 1 now as we enter lap 15 of this race. He's not going to be close enough. He's saving his ERS for turn 4.
I'd like to see. Oh, that was close, very, very close. From Spilks, nearly collided with Alpha Doolan again. As he's gone for a tighter line as Spilks. That gives him a better exit.
Not close enough.
But he says.
It's a good exit.
Fnatic.
Go for a move into turn 6.
I just go back to Fnatic. He is still there. He's 8 seconds behind, but he's just like keeping the gap around 8.4, 8.3, like the 8.2 mark and all that. But through sector 2 is where he's most likely going to gain time.
Spilks has dropped back a little bit. But Alpha Doolan gets on the grass. As down to turn 1 they now go.
Alpha Doolan
has an 84% ERS. He's going to save
Spilks,
that for the battle.
I thought Spilks was going to come in for seconds.
As it looks as though we're on board with Spilks, and it looks as though the track is drying up. So soon they might want to think about going onto the slick tyres. But in turn 4 it's a bit more wet than turn 1.
Someone I think should have a go risking it. Someone at the back, maybe Fnatic could have a go at risking it. I feel like Fnatic does have a choice. They might come in.
Spilks is almost pushing Alfie Doolan through turn 9.
So you have no clue which corner he's
No, I don't.
You're just guessing a number.
I think it's turn 9.
I'm counting 1, 2,
5,
3.
6, 7, 8, 9. It's 9. 10, 11, 12, 13. So turn 13 they go now.
It's 13 corners.
Spilks is going to go.
He's going to go for the move. He has to. He has to go for the move. The Fox gets a penalty. But that doesn't matter. If they do collide, Alfie Doolan has been overtaken by...
But Alfie Doolan has a 100% ERS and he's going to use all of that down to turn 4. And Alfie Doolan's going to go for the move again. But Spilks does shut the door. But
he does get a worse exit because he did go a bit wider. He did go a little bit wider than you should be, but it's back for Alfie Doolan to now maybe have another go if he's close enough. But Fnatic has now closed in by 1 second throughout these couple laps of Alfie Doolan and Spilks battling.
These guys keep battling and Fnatic catches up. Fnatic will maybe be able to overtake Alfie Doolan and this will impact the championship. But Alfie Doolan now, looking to go for a move on Spilks down to turn 1. Is he going to go for the inside or the outside? Spiltz defends a little bit, and Alfie Doolan goes for the move into turn 1. But Spiltz, is he going to stick around the outside? Yes, he is. Alfie Doolan, is he going to get a good exit? As Spiltz goes a bit wide out the exit of turn 2, Alfie Doolan looking for a move into turn 4. He's going to go down the inside of Spiltz. Is he going to make the move stick? Yes. No,
No.
he's not. As Spiltz comes around the outside,
He might still do it though.
Side.
This is a fast corner, turn 5. But Spiltz
a little bit.
has to stay behind.
Makes the move stick around the outside of turn 6.
As Fnatic now is closed in by 3/10 just through those couple corners. That's how much they're back. That's how much time he's gaining from these two. The two up front are battling. Fnatic is closing in by quite a lot.
But Spiltz is probably going to go for a move down to turn 1 again. Alfie Doolan, is he using his ERS? No, he isn't.
He's not using his ERS. It is saving it. So Spiltz, he's just using it a little bit.
Spiltz he's sticking his foot in on the inside of turn 1. Alfie Doolan has that tight line into turn 2. Spiltz, does he get good traction out of turn 2? Yes, he does. But now he's using ERS down to turn 4. Is he going to go
Alfie Doolan, he's not using. Alfie Doolan's not using ERS.
As they make contact, Alfie Doolan makes contact with the side pod or the side of Spiltz's car. And you're now on board with Alfie Doolan. He has 62% ERS. He's going to go for the move again down to turn 1 when that opportunity arrives. As he cuts the corner a little bit, I'm not sure if that was a warning for Alfie Doolan, but he's dropped off a bit. He's now 8/10 behind Spiltz. He's going to have to gain a few tenths around these couple corners if he wants to have a shot into turn 1. But he's now 1 second behind Spiltz.
But that ERS advantage.
With the ERS advantage, he's probably going to use it about now. Yes, he is. And he's going to use it all the way down to turn 1 to gain that time. And he's going to go for a move into turn 4 maybe.
He has stopped using it a bit, so I'm guessing he's trying to save it till maybe the pit stops come.
We need to start thinking about the pit stops, as the pit stop strategy said they would pit around half distance in this race, and it was half distance 2 laps to go. Maybe they're sticking it out until the dry period, which is looking likely, as the track is really drying up now.
But I think
more wet around turn 8 and 9.
I think Alfie Doolan is now not really going to try. He's not really going to get past Spiltz unless he gets the undercut on the pit stops.
I'm not sure if Alfie Doolan will pit this lap, but everyone is on 18 or 19 lap tyres except for Jagged Jerk, who's just pit, who is an AI. So everyone might pit this lap or next lap.
Dan Thibs is on 18 lap old tyres as well. He pit lap 1. But that doesn't really matter.
Alfie Doolan is 1.4 seconds behind.
Fnatic's got fastest lap. He's going for it.
As Fnatic is now 5.2 seconds behind Alfie Doolan. If Fnatic does get past Alfie Doolan, Fnatic would need to win the race with the fastest lap.
Well, he's got the fastest lap now.
He just needs to get past Alfie Doolan and Spiltz.
But the thing is, can he do that? Because it seems Spiltz, in this wet weather, he has been basically unstoppable.
But maybe if Alfie Doolan gets around 2.2, 2.3 seconds behind Spiltz, when they come into the pits, Alfie Doolan might be able to hold up Spiltz in the pit box as he comes into the pits.
Let's see whether he comes in or not, because
Alfie Doolan, as
he's
Spilts
in.
comes into the pits, as Alfie Doolan with 92% ERS, he's going to go for it on this lap, maybe. Or maybe
Fnatic's in as
Spilts,
well.
or maybe they're coming in for the dry tyres, because it is
Yeah,
really
they
dry
are.
now.
Spilks is on the mediums.
Alfie Doolan,
Fnatic, what's he going on?
ERS may be enabled this lap at some point.
Mediums. Margin's in. Everyone's in. He's on to mediums.
Everyone has come into the pits for the slip tyres as Spilts comes out.
Except
still
Alfie
in
Doolan.
P2. As Fnatic has lost a lot of time to Spilts, he's now 7 seconds behind. As Alfie Doolan needs to get, he's on 98% ERS. He's going to use that all the way down to the pit lane. But then he's going to save a lot. As DRS
No, he's only
should get
saving it.
enabled really soon.
He's on a full. He is 6/10 quicker on this lap. So that means he's tried his hardest all the way through it. He has used most of his ERS. Has he used enough ERS though?
He gets the perfect pit entry as he comes into the pit box now. There's a yellow flag in sector 2. He gets a good pit stop.
Alfie Doolan is looking. I'm just watching Spelts. He's coming around the first corner now. Alfie Doolan.
Right on board with Spilts. They're going to be side by side coming out of the pit lane. Alfie
No,
Doolan.
they're not. Spilts is undercut.
Spilts is on the warmer tyres. Alfie Doolan is going to have to warm up those tyres before.
And he's already 1.5 seconds behind.
But Alfie Doolan does have the ERS advantage. He will
As
catch
Fnatic,
up to Spilts.
because he's on warmer tyres as well, he has a chance to close in even more. He was 5 seconds behind. We did see that. He is now 6.1 seconds.
This
But he's back in.
comes in for hards.
Who?
Maybe he doesn't think that the mediums will go to the ends, maybe?
Or that's a strategy mistake. Spilks has done the fastest lap, so he's probably winning this race.
Alfie weaves around trying to get heat into the
Oh, maybe not.
Fnatic
Fnatic
takes that fastest lap back. Does a 1:13.0.
Is it time for Fnatic to have a go at getting past Alfie Doolan at some point in this race? There is still 12 laps to go. He is 5.1 seconds behind. And DRS is now enabled. So
Alfie Doolan needs to close into Spilts if he wants to get the DRS to help him.
DRS enabled is for the Fox in 6th and Tiger in 7th, with Bohawk in front of him. So that's going to be a little bit of a battle at somewhere around here. Spilts has just done the fastest lap.
4/10 faster than Fnatic, but with Fnatic, is he going to take back the fastest lap? No, he isn't.
Alfie Doolan's got a penalty.
Alfie Doolan has a 3-second time penalty. That is going to really impact him, as Fnatic now just needs to get into 3 seconds by the end of the race if he wants to get the P2.
It's looking very likely that Fnatic will get within that 3-second gap. If he's closing in by how much he's closed in so far. We could see right at the end Fnatic might be able to overtake him, not just stay within that 3-second gap.
Because we're on board with Tiger. Maybe he can go for moves on the Fox and Bohocke.
It's looking... His look down here, as I spoke, is just an 1:11.5,
Bohocke
9.
goes off the track and rejoins in front of the Fox, and he gets a 3-second time penalty.
Fnatic has just done a 1:11.7.
Of the track now, as the track temperature is really increasing if all these faster laps keep flying in.
But Alfie Jones has done a purple first sector. Is he coming back into his rhythm?
Maybe he is furious about getting that 3-second time penalty, and now he's really pushing to get to Spiltz to overtake him and get that 3-second gap.
I think all he wants is Fnatic to stay out of it. I think that's his plan. He knows that Spiltz is way faster than him.
As Alfie Jones is a purple second sector as well, maybe he is going to get that fastest lap. It's looking now as though he might get a 1:11.0. The Spiltz does the fastest lap. Alfie Doolan, he gets a 1:10.9. That is an amazing lap from Alfie Doolan, and that is the crucial point that he needs if Fnatic does get ahead of him.
Why do I feel like if Fnatic gets past Alfie Doolan, it'll be a bit like a Hamilton-Verstappen situation?
Yeah.
Because how close will they be on points?
I think, as it stands now, if Fnatic can't get past, Alfie Doolan will be Tier 3 champion. But even if Fnatic does get P2, Fnatic will only get a 2-point advantage, because Alfie Doolan has the fastest lap, which won't be enough. Fnatic needs to get the fastest lap and win the race, or just win the race with Alfie Doolan in P3. But when it comes to the end of the race, Alfie Doolan will have the fresher tyres. As I didn't realise, the Alfa Romeo is coming.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he's on the softs.
Oh, as the Red Bull has had a massive crash down the second straight, and he has DNF'd, and there is a virtual safety car. That is a massive crash.
I didn't see it because I was concentrating on the Alfa Romeo. As Dennis Tibbs is in. Is he going to go for the fastest lap? Because he is 13 seconds ahead. Is he going to go for the fastest lap?
But if this virtual safety car stays out for a longer period of time, maybe...
Yes, his neighbours just come out. It's just finished now.
It was a very short VSC. I was going to say, if the VSC was out for longer, Spiltz and Alfie Doolan could have come in for soft tyres.
But just to say, Fnatic is 3.4, so he's gained 3.3 actually. He's gained time on Alfie Doolan. And now,
as it stands now, Fnatic
is within. He is within. He is within the 3-second gap. So,
as Fnatic is pushing now, as he's on a purple first sector, maybe he is going to get a purple second sector, as he's now 2.7 behind, 2.5 behind Alfie Doolan.
2.4.
Maybe Alfie Doolan. maybe Alfie Dillon made a mistake coming out of turn 10. As the Alfa Romeo does the fastest lap on the soft tyres with a 1:10.5. As the Alfa Romeo spins in turn 1, as
Stilts has
Stilts
done
a
the fastest lap.
1:10.3 on them used medium tyres, Alfie Doolan doesn't get the fastest lap, but Fnatic also doesn't get the fastest lap. Fnatic now is 2 seconds behind Alfie Doolan. He is really gaining, and he probably won't even need the 3-second penalty advantage or the 3-second penalty that Alfie Doolan has. He could just overtake Alfie Doolan on the track. Saying that, he has dropped back by 5 tenths and now is 2.6 seconds, 2.7 seconds behind.
That's Tiger and the Fox are having a little battle. As Tiger's gone a bit wide.
We ride on board with the Fox. He has got, I think, a 3-second time penalty. A 6-second time penalty.
Then Stibbs has done the fastest lap.
Then there's a 1:10.2.
Here comes Spilks. We're gonna see if he does another lap. No. Alfie Doolan. He's done a 1:10, so he's around, if I'm correct, 6 tenths quicker on that lap. Is Alfie Doolan?
Because Fnatic, he's 7.8 seconds behind Spilts. But I don't think if he gets past Alfie Doolan, he won't be able to gain to Spilts and win the race. So as it stands now, Alfie Doolan will be SCRL Season 4 Tier 3 champion.
Even if Fnatic gets past him?
Even if Fnatic gets past, Alfie Doolan will be crowned champion here in Brazil. But as we go back to interval, Fnatic is 1.7 seconds behind, which he has really gained a lot of time on Alfie Doolan. He's 1.5 seconds behind now.
It is looking like we will have a battle.
1.2.
Right at the end. As the Fox and Tiger are battling again.
Tiger might have a go at the Fox. We got right on board into turn 4. Down the hill to turn 4 they go. As Tiger cannot get past the Fox. But if we go to Fnatic and Alfie Doolan battle, Fnatic is now inside DRS, he's 7 tenths behind Alfie Doolan. He could get past down into the main straight. As we ride
Alfie Doolan had a little twitch there. His exit was slower.
Fnatic is going to have DRS down into turn 1.
He's not using any ERS, so he is saving it for the next straight most likely. But if Spilks either gets a little spin or something happens to him towards the end of this race, this'll turn the race completely over his head. I don't know what is going to happen in this race, but most likely, if I were to predict from this point in the race, Alfie Doolan at any point now is going to be champion. That's what I think. He's going to be champion. From what I'm looking at.
is going to have a look at Alfie Doolan down into turn 1. He's not using any ERS. Alfie Doolan trying to defend. There's a yellow flag in sector 2. He doesn't have a go at Alfie Doolan at this point in time, but maybe down to turn 4 he might have a go.
Spokes does have the Alfa Romeo ahead of him.
As Fnatic cannot get past Alfie Doolan, he doesn't need to get past him, but he would very much like to overtake him on track, other than overtaking him with the penalty. As Fnatic goes a bit wide into turn 9.
I'm just letting you watch that while I'm just seeing what's going on with Spilts, because he's now 9.1 seconds. Bohocke, meanwhile, he's battling with... There's a little battle with the Fox, Bohocke, and Tiger. Those three are having a nice little scrap. While Fnatic
can't get past Alfie Doolan now, but he is much closer than last lap, and he might have a go down to turn 4. Turn 2 and 3 now. Is he going to use the RS? No, he isn't. But he's got the DRS down to turn 4. Alfie Doolan, is he going to defend? He's going to stay on the racing line. Fnatic can't go down the inside at turn 4.
Spokes, meanwhile, they're just hanging around. He's 10 seconds ahead. So
Fnatic has more ERS than Alfie Doolan.
Bohocke, sorry to interrupt you with all this, but Bohocke has just done a very nice move on the Fox.
As Den Thib spins, just see them on the mini map.
Yeah.
Fnatic now, is he going to go? He's a bit far back to Alfie Doolan, so he might not go for a move here into turn 1, but he's going to use the RS to close up. He's gaining, actually. He's gaining. He's not going to go for the move into turn 1. But
just going
he
back
has got
further.
more ERS than Alfie Doolan, so he's going to drop back a bit. He's not going to use ERS as we are on the last
Spurs
lap.
score penalty, but that doesn't really matter.
Penalty.
Does that matter though in this?
No.
It's the last lap as well. I didn't realise that, but it is the last lap. Spilks, it doesn't matter. Not Spilks, Fnatic. It doesn't matter. But just to congratulate Spilks for winning this race. He's done really well. Made sure it's been commanding drive from him.
He goes around the final corner. He is going to win. Just like George Russell in the Mercedes, he is going to win the Brazilian Grand Prix. As we go to Fnatic and Alfie Doolan battle. Is Fnatic going to get past Alfie Doolan down by the line? He doesn't have to, but no, he isn't. And now, Margin in P4 and Margin in P4.
Bohocke has now pulled a gap. But is Tiger... This is another one to the line. Is Tiger close enough? No. And then you got the others. Got Den Thibs having... who's actually finished. Oh, I didn't realise that. I thought Den Thibs was battling with him, but he's not.
As in... Benz comes across the line in PA. That was an exciting race.
But just to congratulate Alfie Doolan, if I'm correct, he is Tier 3 World Champion.
So we might be able to interview the top 5.
I seriously thought it was top 3, but it's top 5.
I had a top message of one message in this in this chat today, and it was from you.
Is he not champion? He's saying in Discord, no, I'm not. Am I?
Yeah, he is champion because he scored the same amount of points as Fnatic this weekend. The other competitor to win the championship is already out the fight.
Yeah, so that means...
And that was margin, so Alfie Doolan is tier 3 champion. As Gangster Pig joins the chat, what up my guy? So Alfie Doolan, congratulations to him, as we can interview the top 3 or 5.
I'm not sure which one. I'm not sure who first. Should we go...
invite Alfie Doolan to the party?
Because Alpha Doolan is champion, should we go him first?
Yeah, we need to go Alfie Doolan first.
Let's see if I can do that. So I have him as a friend.
I do.
I'll post us two then. Who can do it first?
There we go.
Hmm?
I think there's one person else in the chat, Gangster Pig.
Oh yeah, Alpha Doolan's already here, I think. Well, we know that Speltz was another one.
Wait, hang
He
on.
was first. Fnatic. And it was... Who else was fifth? I completely forget what the order was every single time.
Hold on, I will rewind the stream and have a look.
So I'm not sure who I have as a friend and not, and who I don't.
So, in P1 was Spilts, and then it was Alfie Doolan,
Fnatic.
I think we should just
Well, it was
do
the other
top
way
three.
because of the penalty, wasn't it? So it's Fnatic in second and Steam in third. Can't correct.
As if we could go onto your stream, we can ask Spilts for his PSN, and we can.
Oh yeah, let me get onto that. So I was on your stream.
I think his PSN is just his name in YouTube, so I will add him as a friend and and then I need to add.
Go on
Fnatic.
recently played. Someone just said, go on recently played with Wijnaldum.
Hang on. All I'm just gonna do is Fnatic underscore.
Well, we know Alfie Jordan's in the, like,
Yeah.
he has been invited to the party, but he's just not joined yet. And then unless he's got his own party.
So I've added Fnatic and Sports as a friend, and I will.
There's options.
So I will add Spilts to the party.
Mhm.
And we can interview him first.
I'll add him as a friend.
Hello, Spilts. Congratulations on the win.
Hello, thanks.
Wow.
It was a very commanding drive.
Yeah.
But Alfie Doolan is champion. He will be added. He will be interviewed later.
Yeah, he's got a FIFA game, so he can't do it right now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think he's got on pro clubs or something.
No.
Yeah.
This is a top tier interview.
It was. Can I just go back to the sprint? It was quite chaotic. I think I saw you. You were just like, didn't you crash with someone or something? I think.
Oh yeah, with Margin, we were going side by side, and he punted me to the barrier. I'll report him for
Yeah,
that.
because you lost your front wing, didn't you?
Yeah, I lost my whole front wing at the box.
But that was a commanding drive too.
That was a second last to first.
Second last first.
In the sprint, you finished, if I'm correct, P7?
11.
Sure. 11.
Yes, so second last to first.
Yeah, that was a commanding drive.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure what other questions that I have for me. Like from me, I'm not sure if you have anything else.
I mean, I saw you pit one lap before Alfie when the crossover. So I think you had the right idea pitting that lap. Did your race engineer tell you to pit that lap then? I'm guessing.
Yeah, I got a strategy. My strategy came as soon as we went on the straight, and I said, yeah, I'll just box.
Seemed to pay off as Alfie had cold tyres when he exited the pit lane.
I just got the strategy right, and I went 2 seconds ahead of him. And he had the worst tyres when he came out as well.
Yeah, and then he got that penalty, so Fnatic got P2.
Yeah.
Even with Alfie Doolan finishing P3.
Yeah.
He's still champion, so thanks for the interview, and yeah, see you around.
Yep, see you next week.
Yep.
Interesting. Anyway.
Yeah, very interesting. Fnatic. Isn't he the one that doesn't speak English?
I wish we could get Alfie Doolan.
Figure it out. Alfie Doolan, I think he's in a FIFA match. So.
No,
I'm not sure if
No, I can't.
Fnatic hasn't accepted my friend request yet. So I'll end the stream there. And we'll just do interviews on the other channel if Alfie Doolan can do it. So that's where I'll end the stream. All of my one viewer, which is me. Goodbye, me.
Wait. I was one of the viewers as well. I was viewing yours for like nearly the whole time.
Yeah. I just check my chat because I like responding to chat. So anyway, I'll see every one of one person.
Yeah.
Probably tomorrow for my. I think I'll do an F1 my team stream.
Are you doing
Good
my
fun.
team stuff?
I do have a my team career mode.
Yeah, I'm actually just looking, and you do my team career mode, you do Rocket League, you do.
I'm thinking about doing an F1 manager stream just because I'll do an Alfa Romeo F1 manager stream.
Ah, fair enough. Anyway, I better finish the stream as well. So yeah, from both of us, it's been a
Peace.
very interesting and, let's say, different type of race in the sprint. Anyway, from us, thank you for watching.